Hello and welcome back to Factorio for a Sunday night stream. I thought I'd jump back into the last one that we were playing, so have that loaded up here. Looks like it's already nighttime. We could take a look and see what we've got done so far if you haven't seen the previous session yet. But yeah, we have 5 labs working and they're researching pretty quickly. But right now we're working on getting the weapon shooting speed up, but we've just been kind of piling them on now that we have a moment. Now that that's automated, though, we will reach the end of what we can get with just red science pretty soon. We've been manufacturing walls. We've walled up our southern side right here. We do need gates soon as well, which gates come from military 2, which does require green science, so we're going to need that next. We'll go ahead and finish this one. We'll finish the weapon shooting speed first. In the meantime, we could probably optimize some of this. Mostly, let's take a look at electricity again. Whoops. Oh, you know, we actually don't need that one. Everything's connected now. But it is left click. So yeah, we're gonna need to expand a little bit more up here where we have our electricity generation. Do we have everything we need? Might need some more iron. Let's grab some, pop some in our pocket before we head up there. We can long reach it. It should be down here. Yeah, there we go. So I think we're just going to expand this over some more. So let's clear some of this. Bring it down just a little bit more so we can see the base of it. I think we determined that if we put one pipe in between each of the boilers, then it'll give us enough room to kind of see and place electrical poles as well. So let's go ahead and get 3 steam engines. We have 2 boilers already. Let's get some more pipes as well. We know we're going to want a boiler. Oh, have we already placed one? We have, so place that there. Steam engines, we're going to want just 1 square over right there. Then let's put in our pipes. You frequently have to make pipes because they'll be used for crafting everything else. And just for redundancy's sake, we'll use a burner inserter here. Because if you use an electric one, you could run into a bottleneck where your electricity will run out and then it can't fuel itself. So yeah, now we are double what we need. That'll last us a little while. Take a look at our inventory here to see what we could use next. I think what I'd like up first, let's go ahead and make a junk chest. In fact, I'm going to put one of those in my hotbar. We'll kind of put it over here, out of the way, over near the water. This is junk. And it's all wood. You know what? Let's make it a steel chest instead. Let's put that there too. There we go. I mean, Honestly, it's almost full of wood now, but we can maybe use that later. We could run it through the electrical system first and have it default to wood before coal. You know, I bet that would work. Let's take an electric inserter. Have it pull wood out of here. Let's take out that. This, how would we want this to work? If we gave it power, oh, it barely doesn't reach. Okay, it's gonna place the wood on that side. And what we would want would be when the wood's not available for coal to load on. So we'll use an underground belt right here. I like to leave a space just to make it easier to read what's going on. There we go. So this will unload all the wood first. Alright, so we'll start on the logistics science pack now. We don't really have anything else, even, that we could research without it. Once we know how to make them, we're going to have to automate that, so that'll be a whole other step. Did this get... Oh, do we use the one that got shot? We don't have the ability to repair yet, do we? Oh, we do. Let's make some of those. You can never have too many repair packs on you. And we'll pop these into our hotbar as soon as we have some. Well, we can pop them in right now. There we go. Nice, gets that out of our inventory anyway. So we'll do a junk chest later. All right. Logistics science pack is already more than halfway researched. Looking at this, I'm wondering if we'll want to start on kind of faux bus up front, particularly for the iron and for the green science packs. I'll clear a little bit of this out while we think about that. And getting the iron pick helped. Okay, so we may be able to hand make some of these, but we're not going to be able to get much of this until after we do. Let's select expanding our inventory. We can hand make these. They take a little while. Like I just told it to craft 5. Yeah. Looks like it's about 5 seconds per science pack once you have all of the secondary materials and pieces. And it requires transport belts and inserters, which I'd like to automate anyway. So we'll make some room over here for that. Kind of want to take out this chunk here. Can we make... We don't have the ability to make grenades just yet. If we did, I would just be tossing them at the landscape. Plenty of wood though, so fuel was never a problem. Yeah, we'll use this space right here. I'd like to make a transporter belt factory first. We already have one here. I'm thinking, well, let's see what we need for it. We're gonna need iron plates and iron gear wheels. And the rate that the belts are made, 0.5 seconds. And the gear wheels, 0.5 seconds, 2 iron plates. So let's bring iron plates down. Just looking at this. I mean, we'll expand later. But right now we can take off of this. They're being made faster than they're being used. Or actually right at about the same rate, it looks like. Okay. So yeah, let's see. Let's take out these trees so we can see a little bit better here. Save ourselves an underground belt and split off right here, and then just kind of curve it downward. And we need more of our own. Okay, so if we bring the iron belts down, we'll have the first assembly machine pull off of that. You make iron gear wheels. Pull electricity down as well. Do one right there. And then you pass up to this one. And you are going to make the actual transport belts. But you need to be able to pull from here as well. So hopefully they don't pull faster than they need, which it doesn't look like they will. Then I'm going to need you to place those onto a conveyor belt. So the inserters require something similar, except they also need green circuits, which require copper cable. So there's a whole other aspect for those. We need to get copper down here. We need to make copper cables. This then, I'm going to split off here. They'll be necessary later for science production, but the ones that are coming down here, I'm going to have place into storage because we can never get enough. We do need more electric poles as well. Place it here. There we go. Now that's automated. But how many does it need for the gear wheel? It needs 2 iron plates. And it takes it a moment. We can make fast inserter for this one. Let's see. Does this end up waiting? It does. So we'll use them for here and here. Hey, Frigid. Good evening. I think we've got this optimized, at least to produce as fast as it can, and then we probably want to put one on this as well. What is up? We're gonna do kind of a longer Sunday stream. We're starting off with some Factorio, and I think I might switch back over to Red Dead in an hour or two. We do need to pull down this copper. We have some being made here, and we could split it off of this for now. All of this again is just a temporary starter base. We could even pull it down onto the other side of this belt if we got it down to right here, which should not be difficult to do. Let's pull it down and then alongside the coal here. straight down. I'll leave a gap where I can. Conveniently automated transport belt production is awesome. Another good reason to leave a gap here, because now we can pull that down, we can pull it over. Now we'll have some copper on this side. If we then come down just a little bit, just below where we're at right now, we can make the copper. Let's see, we're gonna need like 3 of those, maybe even a 4th one. We'll make the copper wire. Start right here. We're gonna do a basic one. We'll go with fast. You make copper cable. The next step is iron plates, so we'll come down one more. Another one of these right here. Electronic circuits. You need to pull iron from there. And if we were expanding this out and making something larger, we would want to split this, but I think for what we're doing right now, it's fine. This isn't the most efficient way to do it. This is just for doing like solo production off of it, off of that one line. So now, in order to make the inserters, we need the iron gear wheel as well. For that, I think we should make it below and point up, kind of like right here. In fact, I do. I try to get as efficient as I can later, but starting out, I'm like, you know, what actually makes sense in my head. Let's copy these. They're already pointing downward, but we can rotate. I wish it had a flip. Does it have a flip? I don't think it has a flip. It does not have a flip, that's fine. We can just move the arms ourselves. Put that there. Come in, place the 2 here, except you are not going to make transport belts. I need you. There we go, that one. To make the inserters, you're still going to make the gear wheels. I keep wanting to call them cogs too. I mean, they look like cogs. They are essentially cogs, right? Okay, we'll put power there. We need another fast inserter here. We need to connect that power. We'll do it here in the middle. And then finally, we need to bring these circuits down. And we have long-handed inserters. Could use the long-handed inserter. Let's go ahead and tell it to make us a few. To bring the newly produced inserters over onto a belt right there to join this one, and now we have what we need in order to make science. So what is this waiting for? Oh, it's not getting the iron. Let's put that there. Now you're getting iron as well. Let's also do the same split here, just so we can have our own reserve set. In fact, let me grab a few of these right away. And have you put into a chest. And just like this, that one doesn't have to be fast. They use more electricity. I'm good with a slower one. Honestly, we probably don't need that to fill all the way up either. Same with this. But now we have what we need to make green science. And the interesting thing here is that we trucked everything up that we needed to make red science. We made the red science right here. I don't necessarily want to send the conveyor belts and inserters up like this. All it takes is those two, though. I could just make the belt with the science and go up. Yeah, again, all of this is temporary. We can clean it up later once we have robots. Maybe even before we have robots. Once we have a bus, we may want to come up here and clean this up. This is just going to be the starting area to get our initial resources and research that we need to unlock. So what we'll do here then, let's clear a few more trees. I don't know if we'll come down this far, but gotta take a tree chopping break every once in a while because this map is so forested. Pretty soon we'll research grenades, and then we'll take a mulch making break instead of a tree chopping break. Or I could just make tanks and we could just run down the forest. That'd be fun too. Factorio has never been a game where you're kind to the environment, that is for sure. Okay, we'll bring that down some more just to give us a little bit of space. We have plenty of space on this map. Compact is not a concern right now, but we will go ahead and make it over to the left here so that we leave room for this iron to come out later. We do need more assembly machines. We're still working with assembly machine 1. We haven't unlocked the second one yet. We're running low on some iron. We'll grab a few from here. We will definitely use those. Alright, let's put assembly machines down here too. Honestly, we can just come off this with 1, 2... I still like to leave a space between them even though they don't need to pass anything. We'll start with just the 3. And I think it takes longer for them to manufacture, so we'll use the slower inserters. In fact, I'll move this one down. That way it has room to come off of this belt here and then down. We will pull the power over. And you make green science. Let's then pass those along. We need, well, just pick them up over here. So we will then pass these upwards here. I do want to research the other power poles next too, because these end up looking like a mess. They're so close together. So I think for this, I'd like to just send them almost straight up, or maybe over to the left here by the water. Let's take out some of these trees. Whatever makes a straight path up. We're gonna meet this one. Yeah, this is almost perfect because I'd like to come up next to this right here. We'll just kind of move over a little bit and take some of these out. Okay, so this has got to wiggle a little bit down here to come around that bump in the water. Some of these out so we can see. There we go. And that should be enough. Come over here. It's got to be right there, actually. Ah, okay. So that's where the bump's going to be. We'll go right here. There we go. You can stay on the conveyor belt. Let's see. We want to go straight up. I'll give this a space. So we're going to wiggle here too. We picked up more. Bring this up. Oh, this is a mess. I'll match it, why not? We just have to clear these trees. There's so many trees everywhere we go. we go. That should give us enough room to get by. Can we get close enough over here? We can't. We have to squeeze in too close here. Well, not too close, but closer than we have had them. There's always something that has to interrupt the flow and the design. There we go. So for this, actually, now that I'm looking at it, let's actually do something a little different here. Let's clear some of these out. Let's stop that one right there too. We may actually be able to avoid this little ugly bit right here. Clear these out here. These guys are huge. There we go. Let's take an underground belt from here to here. I'm thinking here is that we come up and over and join that side. Oh, we have a tree here. Little invisible tree. Let's put the power pole back. I am concerned that I'm not seeing any green science following us up here. Did we leave a gap? We may have. We're gonna start to see research soon though. Did we pick one? We did not yet. So this is automation 2. Let's start research on our inventory first. It's gonna take. Yes, there we go. No, we haven't left a gap. Not there, at least. What do we have down here? These are stalled. They're not getting the inserter arms. Why not? Because our iron production is being gobbled up. So we have reached a point where we're going to need to expand the iron then. That went a lot faster than I thought it would. I thought we'd at least get past the point of generating green science first. But no, we're going to need to construct better refinery than that. So the standard is going to be down the middle. So let's build a blueprint here first. Down the middle we have the iron. On the outside we have the raw iron ore. Let's go ahead and we know we're going to need them, so let's go ahead and build some more. And I'm going to go with, how long does it take to make one? I'm going to go with a fast inserter on the load and a slow inserter on the unload. Well, actually, it should even out. They're not sitting there without producing. They're getting loaded fast enough that they can continue, so we'll go slow. Anyway. Something like that. And we need to split what makes its way onto these outside belts. That. One of them needs to be coal as well. That's right, we need to back this up just a little. Because the way that that works is that we have a splitter pointing inward. And let's make some more splitters as well. We have one here. Can't get rid of this cliff though, so we have to move everything forward. This is fine, this is fine. Let's pick them up. There we go. We know that we're gonna have one coming in this way, so we'll go and place it there. That's our iron being split. And we're gonna have coal being split in that direction. Doesn't matter how it gets here, it just needs to come in to there like that. So it could come underneath. It's coming from down here. So in fact, it'll probably then come from here like this. There's coal here too. Yeah, we'll bring the coal in right there. We can mine this later. Then this can officially start here. And I'm thinking we'd want to alternate. We don't have to alternate these, but this kind of looks nicer when they're placing on two different parts of the conveyor belt like that. And it's going to take quite a bit of electricity too. This would be easy to blueprint. The thing is, we still have to manually build it, so it doesn't do us much good to blueprint it because we still have to come through here and do this ourselves. Four, 1, 2, 3. We need more of those. This is all good. We'll get them power and they will contribute, and then we'll move the others. So at least need to bring them to there. This needs to be rerouted. We'll put a splitter on it for right now, for just a moment, until we move the others. This needs to bring the ore over. Ore comes to here. We may even put, when we put other miners here, we may send the ores just straight down where this is going to end up. But there, that's where the ore is going to come in. Then we need this to come up here, this to come down here, and coal. So come off of another splitter here. It'll get cleaned up later, just like the ore. There we go. Now let's put power in. Do every other one, we should be able to. Ish. Everything powered? I think it is. We only have to do one side down here. Now that's producing on both sides of this, which so far hasn't been an issue. We haven't been mindful of which side things are on. Here it's side loading onto this belt, so that's not going to be an issue for it to back up over here. But down here we need to fix this because we've been relying on it being only on that side of the belt. So for here we need to have it load in there. We could do it closer, but that's good. That works. So now we can pretty much temporarily send this like that with an underground belt. And let's put that here. There we go. It's going to dramatically increase production. Should essentially double it. Only now we won't have these furnaces waiting to place onto the conveyor belt here as well. Good, good. So now we should see, yeah, more saturation coming through here. Once that gets full, it should reach a point where it's not reaching to pick up every, yeah, there we go. This one is going to pick up a ton too, but we're good now. 4 now. So yeah, we need to clean out some of these and then extend this over. Let's start on this end. Well, no, we have to start on this end. Let's take out 5 of these. There we go. We'll let them finish what they've got. Now this will be more efficient. Okay, so we've got that out. Now what we're gonna need is to actually take this over. Well, to here. That. Take you out. This can come under for right now. You won't be necessary anymore, so actually the under won't be necessary either. Anything that doesn't get picked up here can make its way down. But this doesn't have to be here anymore either. So everything can go that way. Let's just place these here. So some should start making their way down past this belt down here. Here they come. Yeah, so some made it. So this doesn't need to be underground anymore. Well, in fact, we should straighten this out where we can. A little bit of extra iron plates in our inventory never hurt. And let's take some of these power poles out. Look at pasting again. 3, 4, 5. That pole out. Place another one up here for the radar. Yeah, we're gonna need 5 more of these. Oh, we took the whole connection out, did we? There we go. You know what, let's just go ahead and take all these out. I did that in a less efficient order, but... There we go. Oh, where's the power out? Not connected up here anymore. There we go. We have 15. We're getting to the point where we're probably going to need to up ore production, but that's good to be at that point. There we go. Let's get power to these. And power to the inside here. Everyone's got power. Everyone's producing. We could go ahead and... I'm just going to put down these other 5 here. This needs to be the main, yeah. Take this down through here. I'll bring that in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Two, and we need one here. Is that good for now? Nobody's really waiting to place anything down. Kind of. What's your holdup? Oh, you don't have the ore. Okay, so we do need to up production on the ore. We'll look at joining these together. We'll bring some down here. Starting with this area. Well, let's come down here. One over. Kind of overlaps just a little bit, but make sure we're getting just about everything that we can. Let's straighten this out some by doing this. Let's go here. Know we're gonna want it here. So let's just go ahead and go there. So what that's gonna do is allow us to bring a line down here. Like that. And then that can be joined with a splitter. We could probably keep it relatively even, maybe only bumping it over just a little bit more. Come up through here. One. There we go. Like that. It would be good if it didn't almost overlap the copper. That doesn't though. As long as there's no copper here. There is copper there. Oh, okay, let's bring it. It's not the best because those are pulling from the same area, but this will go here and then add on to this line. This here. Power's still doing quite well. Okay, we still could use some more. Two. Now these backed up a little bit, but I'm kind of pushing for keeping these straight now. So I'm going to leave those straight. Then we'll put one down here. And one over here to power both of those. And we'll join this on with do that. Just in the process of constructing this, we ended up with 40 ore in our pocket. Alright, so that's pretty well saturated, and that looks like it might make its way down here. If something touches the end, I'll consider a success. Success. So that should back up. And then we could increase production if we needed to over here. Okay. You know, let's cap the wall production there. So these are they're having like a little brownout. What's going up and down here? Is anything jumping here and then up and down? Research? That just tells me that we probably need some more power generation, because I don't think that there's anything the grid that you have to worry about there. Yeah, let's just I guess we can make some more for when it's at its highest. Maybe there are just a lot of inserter arms and synchronized. Let's make 3 more of those, 1 more boiler. Oh no, we have an extra boiler still, and then we'll make some pipes. Hey, you're not getting fuel fast enough? That's what's happening? You burn wood that quickly? Is that what I'm seeing? They burn wood very quickly, so the wood wasn't a great idea here. Yeah, I thought I'd be getting rid of it. We could go ahead and put a fast arm on here. Run power to them. That would help them keep up. And then we still have the redundant coal-powered arm. We've already made the required pieces to expand this, so let's go ahead and expand it. I don't think we'll find ourselves using all this power until later, but that was the thing I was chiefly concerned about. There we go, it was mostly just that. And I guess they won't get to the coal until they can't reach coal anymore. Or like wood will just back up here. This is just gonna keep, well no, it's already gotten past the wood. So these are gonna keep using coal for a while. These aren't connected to power. Now they're on the grid. Gotcha. So now that's going to burn out the coal and it should start loading wood. And we might as well. Wood's got to go somewhere. Alright, our pollution is reaching just outside of our visible range, so I do think that we should make a couple more radars and bring some power down to the wall, and we should have 2 radars at either ends of the wall so we can kind of look out further. Actually, maybe even a 3rd one. Way over here on the west side of our safe area. Way over here. There's nothing else over here. But we can see the other side of the water from here. So it'd be a good way for us to keep an eye and see if we can catch any enemies making their way over, any biters. So we'll put a radar right there. And we'll try to run power if we can. So far, so good. That actually worked out a lot better than I thought it would. Thought we'd have to stop every once in a while to clear a tree. There we go. Okay, so no enemies over here yet. That's awesome. So I guess we really only need one down here. I guess I'd like to have one on the other side too. I don't think it's as likely that enemies will come down around the east side, but they might. I've been riding a conveyor belt this whole time. That's what I like to see. Nice, okay. Let's go ahead and research. I don't want to do electric furnaces just yet. Let's do the other electricity distribution research. Let's also save. Okay, so I'm thinking one down here. Let's kind of clear some of the beach out here. I wanted to be far enough behind the wall that spitters couldn't really reach it. We don't have a gun down here. We have guns coming down to there. Okay, I'm gonna make some guns in my pocket really quick. Yeah, let's bring this in. Now we have a bunch of tiny trees. Super dense, tiny trees right here. Okay. Let's put the radar here-ish. Bring its power up. Well. There. Little wiggle here. Alright, that gives us a better field of view here. So far, pollution doesn't seem to be reaching anything over here. Now, I hope that we don't have enemy colonies on this shore, because if we make them angry, then maybe they will pathfind their way around. Before we leave this area, though, let's go ahead and put down the other guns here. Let's do 2 on this side. Oh, I thought I made 5. Well, let's do 1 on this side, 1 on this side. Give you a few bullets for now. We'll get an alarm if we start getting attacked, and then we'll have to expand. Do see a little bit of yellow and red going on here. A little bit slow on the electronic circuit production. A little slow getting loaded with copper wire. So if we had a second copper wire production, or if we leveled up our assembly machines and put an assembly machine 2 there, it would help, but we don't have to focus that much on that area, because again, we're going to be mass producing those electronic circuits later. Let's go up and to the right over here. Not quite all the way up to where our power is, but just to where we come out to this point up here. Right here. This is where our next radar should go. To see over to the other side of the water. There we go. What does that look like? Whew. No enemies, though we can't see down here. Let's This radar here. We should probably put one down here on this point then. Let's make one more radar. That point down here. Right there. Where's the closest power? Technically across here.
Perfect.
This song gets me every time. Alright, that's about as good as we're going to be able to see. I just worry about this little bit right here that we can't see live, but it may grow. Well, no, I guess what grows is our knowledge of the terrain, but maybe not live enemies running. Oh well, we're safe. That's what's important. This is super close, but we're safe. Pretty sure none of this wouldn't look like that if it was connected, so yeah, we're good. I'm always so hesitant to make lights. I don't know why. You know, we'll make a few. We're low on copper in our inventory. If we put down some lights, we put one here. Just a few around every once in a while. Make it a little bit easier for the stream to see at night. Our copper refinery there. Officially lit. Just in time for morning. I hope to see that it doesn't consume power during the daytime. Yeah. It's off. Okay, it's ticking down. Yeah, good. That makes sense. There's our ammo here. Let's grab a bunch of that. Let's go refill our guns. In fact, let's make sure to make the other guns that we were trying to make earlier. Start over here. I'll use long reach for this. Let's... Well, I guess we could control click. Oh, that might actually deplete our inventory faster than I expected. Oof. So yeah, we will take half of that back from that one. It's the same one. From those three, since they're clustered so close together. Let's give these here in the middle 50. From my experience, the guns on the edges tend to see the most action because enemies run along the shore or along the tree line and they hit the edge of your wall first. So I wanted to place 2 at the edges here. Still doesn't really help us with when we have 200 in our inventory. 50 there. 50 there. Take 100 out of that one. You have 50. This bottom one needs some. We'll put 100 there. That's fine for now. A little uneven, but eventually we'll give them the full red ammo. Coal. Very slow to come in. That's gonna be a problem. What's up with coal? Well, first off, let's drop what we've got. We can. It's quite a bit. That would take a while. Let's do this. Do another unload box. I kind of want it to be on the same side though. Something like that. Of course, it's right there. There we go. Pop it all in there. Yeah, we only had these two pulling coal here, so let's get a few more on there. Go ahead and queue up 6 of those to be made. I'm thinking I'd like to have these 1, 2, 2. Oh, we only had 100 in there. So depending on how this goes, we may be able to snake this around. Or have them share. Kind of like something that might do this. A tree to move. I have it come in here, and this will be the main line. These will go up. Like that. The reason for that, because I'd like for this to split. Nice. Go ahead and research military too. That'll get us grenades. Eventually. What we'd like to do here, let's get some more of these in. Like one more row. Even though they're not really facing, let's take these out. So I'd like for this to come over here first. This actually comes all the way up, and I may want to mine this later, so let's bring it over like this. Oh, that was really quick. We'll go ahead and get assembly machine 2. I'll use long reach, grab us some more. I can see the actual chest. There it is. Just grab them all. Yeah, I'll put a 4th one in there. So what I'd like to happen here is for this to join up. Like that first. And it may seem counterproductive, but then have another splitter come off after that, right here. Because what that'll do is it'll allow for one to back up and then share with the other. Well, we actually wouldn't need another splitter. We can just kind of take it off like this. Like that. So if one backs up, the other one will share. Let's bring these over to connect. We'll go ahead and do one on, it's gonna be like that. Yeah, there we go. And this can go up, to the right. Splitter, but then this needs to move over. All right. Power, power, power. This is still unloading and it just happens to be going down. That's fine. Double check that it doesn't matter which side of the belt this is on. Doesn't seem to. That's side loaded. This is split. Nice. We get landfills next. This is side loaded. I don't really like that this is loading onto one side here. Let's bring it down one. There we go. Now it's double all the way down. And the side load is just coming from what's coming out of this box. Oh, I suppose we should provide our electrical system with some fuel. That might be useful. That's what I was looking for. Maybe we give it enough of a drought to go ahead and unload the rest of that wood. Or rather, the wood had priority. I think we'll want to change that up a little bit now. I'll keep one. Well, no, we will eventually want to make sure that we get a double-sided saturated belt coming up through here. That way these machines will have all the fuel they need once they start pulling more, but right now they're not. Right now the one on the very end at least is going to use the wood up, so we should be good. Coal production is good. Green science is moving faster than these Or rather, these are producing faster than the green science, so we could clone this and add another couple. We really wanted to here. We have to be careful. We don't want it to overuse what we have available. I think this would be good. We did that. Let's... Well, let me get some iron. So that requires steel, and we have not yet made steel. There we go. That should be everything. That should be working. Yeah. Now, are they going to use faster than this can keep up? I don't think so. I think the initial load took a chunk out. Just watching that square to see if it backs up. Yeah, I think that this is about the maximum. I think we've maximized it. Yeah, it's like right at, it's not moving. If it is, it's super slow. And research is almost done on landfill. Oh, we're not even using them as fast as we're making them. Let's go ahead and get gates. And I guess we consider expanding this. We don't need to necessarily research that much faster than we currently are. It's already going by pretty quickly. But let's... I don't want to copy either. Let's... I would if we had robots. I want to put one here, here. Just a single space in between them. We'll do something similar like that. We could just run the power up the middle here and take these out. Now we have to wait for 50 circuits to be made. Just a sec while that. There we go. Yeah, we'll hang out for a moment while that gets done. I guess we could allow for just a little bit faster of a feed into the machine, into the labs, but not that much more. These are already getting what they need fast enough for the most part. This would just accelerate the feeding of this side. There we go. So yeah, they'll just slowly fill it with what they need. Where'd you come from? F. There we go. now that we have reliable green science being produced, I think that we might be at another good stopping point for this episode. And I say episode because we do end up being able to see this on YouTube as well. I do upload all of my streams over there, and it's almost like I have two different audiences, but I'm considering not necessarily doing my streams as episodically, and if I do that, it may involve more cutting, or it may involve having a better experience coming over to Twitch. So if you watch regularly on YouTube and you'd like to come over and subscribe, or rather just follow on Twitch, then you can get notifications when I'm on live, and you can join in, and it's interactive, so that would be great. Yeah, I think we're set for this. For now, we still don't have any interactions with enemies. I'm glad for that, and our pollution for the most part is still kind of staying to our little peninsula here. So with that, I think I'm going to take a short break, and when we come back, I will have more Red Dead Redemption. We're going to pick it back up without mods and see how much further we can get unarmed. Still yet to meet a significant challenge, though we have died quite a few times. We were able to stick with the story so far. So yeah. For those watching on YouTube, I'll see you next time with Factorio. And for those on Twitch, I'll be right back.